2 packages disappeared before sunset. By the third delivery, he realized this wasn't bad luck. Evan moved into the HOA neighborhood believing rules meant safety. Clean lawns, polite smiles, quiet streets, it felt controlled in a comforting way. But when his first package vanished, he brushed it off. The second made him uneasy. By the third, delivered and gone within minutes, something felt wrong. He checked delivery photos. His porch was empty. His door camera showed nothing unusual. He contacted the HOA. The president, Karen Miles, responded with a polite email explaining that porch theft happens everywhere. Her tone was calm, almost rehearsed. Evan noticed something strange during their exchange. She asked detailed questions about delivery times. Over the next week, neighbors complained quietly about fines and warnings. Karen seemed to enjoy control. Evan felt watched. When another package disappeared, anger rose, but he swallowed it. Instead of confronting anyone, he started documenting everything. Dates. Times. Tracking numbers. He didn't know it yet, but this wasn't just about missing boxes. It was the beginning of a lesson that would expose abuse of power in the most unexpected way. And the next delivery would be the turning point. Patterns don't lie, even when people do. Evan reviewed weeks of deliveries and noticed something unsettling. Packages only disappeared on weekdays. Only during late mornings. And only when Karen's car was parked across the street. He installed a discreet camera, not to accuse, but to understand. The footage showed a confident figure stepping onto his porch, lifting packages without hesitation. No rush. No fear. This wasn't theft driven by desperation. It was entitlement. At HOA meetings, Karen lectured residents about community values. Evan sat quietly, listening, while documenting everything. He didn't speak up. He didn't warn her. He waited. Neighbors advised him to let it go. "You don't fight the HOA," they whispered. But Evan wasn't fighting. He was preparing. He read HOA bylaws, delivery policies, and state property laws late into the night. Another package vanished. The camera captured it clearly. Still, Evan said nothing. Because the most powerful trap isn't built with anger, it's built with patience. And he was almost ready to set it. The trap didn't look like revenge, it looked like paperwork. Evan ordered a registered package that required a signature. Nothing expensive. Nothing tempting. Just official. According to HOA rules, any handling of registered deliveries in shared areas had to be logged. When the package arrived, Evan waited. The camera rolled. Karen approached the porch, paused, and picked it up. This time, hesitation showed. She looked around. Then she made the choice. 2 days passed. Evan filed a calm, detailed report. No accusations. Just evidence. Footage. Tracking logs. HOA bylaws highlighted in yellow. The board called an emergency meeting, expecting drama. Instead, Evan arrived with silence and facts. Karen came prepared to scold. What she didn't realize was that the package itself didn't matter anymore. What mattered was intent. And intent was now documented, signed, and impossible to ignore. The room shifted. And for the first time, control began to slip from the person who thought she owned it. The meeting felt heavy, like the air itself was listening. Karen spoke first. She claimed misunderstanding. Then concern. Then community safety. Evan didn't interrupt. He let the evidence speak. The footage played. The signatures were reviewed. The bylaws were read aloud. Each rule Karen once enforced now pointed directly back at her. The board's expressions changed. This wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern. And patterns carry consequences. A formal violation was issued. Then fines. Then a notice requiring her to step down during review. The room went silent. Evan didn't smile. He didn't celebrate. The victory wasn't emotional, it was procedural. The twist wasn't confrontation. It was accountability. Karen left without a word. The board adjourned in shock. And the neighborhood would never feel the same again. After the ruling, the neighborhood softened, packages stayed untouched. Cameras appeared. HOA emails changed tone. Karen resigned quietly weeks later. No apology. Just absence. Neighbors began sharing their own stories, warnings, fines, quiet intimidation. Evan realized this had never been about him alone. It had been about silence. Trust returned slowly. Respect followed. The system corrected itself once someone proved it could, but the story wasn't over yet. Because real change isn't measured by punishment, it's measured by what happens next. A letter arrived from the HOA months later. Policies had been rewritten. Transparency rules added. Board authority limited. Training required. The system evolved because someone refused to look away. Evan understood then that the trap didn't destroy anyone. It fixed something broken. Power backed by rules can be dangerous. Rules backed by integrity are protection, and that was the real lesson the neighborhood learned. The final package arrived on a bright morning. It sat safely on the porch, untouched, waiting. Evan picked it up and looked down the quiet street. The shocking twist wasn't the exposure. It was the outcome. A legal trap didn't just stop theft, it restored balance. And that was the final twist in this unbelievable HOA story. If you love the drama, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment sharing your thoughts. It really helps this channel grow.